What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be installing a cold air intake on my 2009 Toyota Corolla. I've already opened it up a little bit just to make sure everything was in here, but it's pretty much a cold air intake. It's not, it actually goes down into the bumper, so we're actually going to be replacing the whole filter, and then all this piping down here is going to go down into the bumper. Alright, so pretty much the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the bumper, and there is this like screw tab thing where you're going to have to turn it like 90 and then pull away the bumper here, and there's going to be another screw up there, and then there's a tab here, a screw, Phillips screw here, a 10 mil here, another tab here, a 10 mil, another screw, Phillips screw here, a tab, and then the same thing on the other side. You're gonna have another flathead screw. You're gonna want to just twist it, and then you should be able to push it away. And then there's another screw up top here that you'll have to pop loose. Then you should be able to pull the bumper off. Then also underneath the bumper, there is a couple screws. There's one towards the right side more, or towards the like right side more. Then there's one towards each wheel, and then on the other side as well, there's two more bolts over there. And I forgot to mention there's two clips inside the bumper. One is right there, and one is over there. Those two clips, if you look inside, they're like right inside of this part of the grill, up top over there, and then there's one on that side over there. Otherwise the bumper won't come off. Alright, so pretty much now we're going to take off the mass airflow sensor, take off pretty much all the piping, and then kind of unsnap this harness so we can put it out of the way. And also we'll take off the engine cover. So that way it's easier to get access to where the throttle body is. And then after, when we take that off, then we'll work down our way down here to remove this intake piping and run our new piping down there. Alright, so pretty much after you take off the air filter and the top of the air filter housing, there's going to be 3 bolts, 10 millimeters. You're just going to loosen them up so that way then you can take off the whole bottom tray.
Alright, loosen these up my hand, so just a couple more threads in them.
Turn it off. Oh, there's another, it looks like there's another 10 mil right behind that. Alright, so when you actually get that 10 millimeter bolt from behind that bracket, then you should be able to just pull this right out. And now we'll work our way to the tubing down there. Alright, so pretty much now we're gonna remove this piping right here. One of them goes on with just a clip, and then down it's gonna probably be easier to get underneath the headlight. There's another 10mm bolt there, and then you should be able to pull this whole intake housing out. Then also, I didn't see this bolt, but when you move the top of the intake piping, there's another 10mm right here. Probably help if you had a really long extension. Got this intake tubing out, so now we're gonna take out this reservoir. I started loosening everything. There's gonna be a bolt here. There is like a bracket here, but you need to get like a box wrench on the back of it to loosen up from there. And then all the way in the back, it's all the way in the back over there, there's another 10mm, and I find it easier to go behind the wheel well and then push this plastic out of the way. Alright, so pretty much in the box, you're gonna get your cone filter, like a rubber tubing, and another tube that goes where the intake originally was with your mass airflow sensor there, and then another bend, I believe that goes into the fender well, and then a coupling that goes onto the throttle body, and then some mounting brackets. Okay, so pretty much now we're going to put these little spacers. One has threads on both sides, and then the other one has just a thread on one side. The one that has threads on both sides is going to go on the factory mount bracket. It's going to go in this middle hole right here. You screw it in, snug, and then this one that has just one thread on it is going to come down here, and there's a bolt right here. You're just going to thread it on and snug it up. And then when you do that, we're going to come over here and put the first coupling on the throttle body, and we'll tighten it down. Alright, so pretty much I got the first part of the intake on. This was a little tricky for me to get on. I had a little bit of problem lining it up with that, but after I kind of finagled it a little bit, I was able to get everything lined up. And pretty much just tightened up these two hose clamps, brought this vacuum hose on, and tightened a new bolt and nut that they gave you that came with the spacer. And now we'll add the bottom portion of the intake. Alright, so I pretty much got all the piping all done. I had a little bit of problem with this piece right here. I actually found it easier to take this whole piece off, put this piece on, and then run it through, and then put this other 90-degree bend on, because otherwise it was just so hard to get everything to line up on here and then be able to tighten this clamp at the same time. So that's what I was able to do. And another thing too is, I would say, where it says Injen, try to keep that fairly lined up with where the mass airflow sensor is going to go, because I had a problem with it not letting me line this one up with the bolt right there. So now I'm going to put the filter on, and then we should be able to put everything back on. Oh, and then also I'm going to put the mass airflow back on. So, and they gave you 2 new screws, so you don't have to use the old ones. So now that I reinstalled the mass airflow sensor, I'm going to put the cone filter in. Now I'm going to put everything back together. That should be everything.